Alaska, land of the midnight sun. 1,400 miles north of Seattle, tucked into glacial arms reaching down into pristine protected waters, lies Prince William Sound, home of Discovery Voyages small boat cruises.
Hi, my name is Dean Rand. I'm the captain of the Discovery and the owner of Discovery Voyages. I'd like to show you a little bit of what we do on board the Discovery here in our backyard of Prince William Sound, Alaska.
The Discovery offers a unique holiday for you and your friends or family. No other cruise boat in Prince William Sound has the experience to navigate the most remote coves in the Sound. Our passenger limit of 12 allows us to tread lightly as we explore, so as not to disturb the delicate balance of nature around us. Many locations the Discovery visits have been pioneered by Dean Rand and his crew, and remain unknown to other guides. Dean has been in Alaska for over 25 years, and has owned the Discovery since 1992. He and his family live aboard the boat year-round. We at Discovery Voyages have built our reputation on this experience. Over the years, Dean has explored hundreds of intimate coves and forested hills in the Sound, making him the most established and knowledgeable local wilderness guide available. Along with his well-trained crew, Dean brings you up close to everything Prince William Sound has to offer. Its geology, human history, abundant plant and animal life, magnificent glaciers, pristine hiking routes, and enchanted coves. All of this is just waiting for you to explore by foot, drifting by kayak, from a skiff, or simply from the comfortable deck of the Discovery. Settle into conversation in the salon or retreat to the cozy comfort of your private cabin. Throughout your adventures, you will look forward to healthy gourmet meals from the galley, often featuring local seafood, some of which you may have caught yourself. Each day we make shore excursions using our sturdy inflatable Zodiac skiffs. Easy to climb in and out of and very stable, they take us ashore to explore meadows and bogs awash with wildflowers during Alaska's brief, intense summer. Within the Sound is the northernmost boundary of North America's temperate rainforest. Composed mostly of Sitka spruce and western hemlock, the forest floors are thick and soft with moss and lichens, and irrigated with lily ponds and trickling streams. Follow bear or otter trails into scenic meadows and old-growth forests. Let your guides point out unique local plant life and geological features. Listen for bird calls and watch for signs that bear or deer have crossed your path. Indulge in wild blueberries and salmonberries when they ripen in August. The Discovery's talented crew, knowledgeable about the natural history of the region, tailors each hike to the preferences and abilities of our guests. The Discovery carries enough single and double kayaks to put everyone afloat at once in the protected and calm waters of the Sound. Life vests and rain gear are provided. If you've never kayaked before, after brief instruction, you will find the kayaks easy to maneuver. They are stable and dry enough to bring along binoculars and cameras. Gliding silently over these crystalline waters, you can look down at starfish and kelp below the waterline, or up at eagles resting in trees along the shore. The ebb and flow of waters in Prince William Sound can produce tidal changes of up to 20 feet. Low tide reveals a secret world of wildlife in the Sound. Tide pools are lined with bright green algae, and tucked inside are sea stars, snails, crabs, fish, anemones, and many other interesting forms of life for us to explore. Making a living from the sea's bounty is a way of life for many Alaskans. When we get the chance, we stop to watch.
Well, this is a gill netter, and he's picking up his net. It's probably been soaking for an hour or two. And you can see this salmon tangled up in his net.
Meeting Oyster Susie at her oyster farm is as much a treat as tasting her wonderful product fresh from the cold, pristine waters of the Sound.
It's the water. It's the water. It's cold and it's clean. Oh, that's a little better.
Learn how oysters are raised, cared for, and marketed.
Any other heroes?
It takes 2 years for the shellfish to grow to harvest size, but the wait is well worth it. We may encounter a purse seine vessel and watch the fishermen haul their net and capture a school of pink salmon, one of the 5 species that make up the most healthy and sustainable salmon fishery in the world. These operations are often a family effort and represent a traditional livelihood for many Alaskans. Over a dozen major seabird colonies make their home in the Sound. We will visit several of them with their overwhelming cacophony of calls and the flurry of wings flying back and forth. Black-legged kittiwakes and glaucous wing-gulls make up the bulk of these colonies. With luck, we will also see both tufted and horned puffins on the cliffs or at their nest. There are 240 species of birds recorded in Prince William Sound, from tiny murrelets elegant cormorants and loons to majestic bald eagles, a challenge for any birder's tally list. It's always a treat to have a close encounter with the marine mammals of the Sound. Giant humpback whales can be found lazily feeding on plankton and small schooling fish, or breaching dramatically. Each year, more than 100 humpbacks migrate between the Sound where they feed and Hawaii where they breed and give birth. Several areas in the Sound are home to healthy populations of stellar sea lions. These outspoken creatures use traditional rookeries, such as these haul-out rocks, for breeding and pupping. The huge males, which weigh up to a ton or more, are 2 to 3 times heavier than the females and defend their territory fiercely. The Sound is home to one of the world's densest populations of orcas, or killer whales. Approximately 250 animals in 15 pods have been identified in Prince William Sound. Some are transients who feed on mammals, but the majority of groups we encounter are residents who feed exclusively on fish. Harbor seals are most at home in the ice. They live in this area year-round, using the larger icebergs for hauling out to give birth between May and July. They are very curious and tend to move closer and closer to the Discovery as we drift into the ice, watching them. Sea otters are the cutest members of the weasel family by far. They are gregarious, often found in concentrations of 10 to 1,000 individuals. When they aren't dining on crabs and shellfish, they are often seen grooming, keeping their plush fur clean so that it will retain the trapped air that insulates them. Hunted nearly to extinction during the settling of Alaska, their population is now growing in Prince William Sound. The cetacean most often encountered on a Discovery cruise is the Dall's porpoise, a compact black and white dynamo that gathers in small groups to ride our bow wave. The rugged steel hull of the Discovery advances into the ice pack created by the Sound's most spectacular tidewater glaciers. Unlike most tour boats in the Sound, we like to take our time with these Ice Age wonders, listening to the ice crackle and keeping our cameras poised for the next giant calving of ice down the face of the glacier. There is nothing like the thrill of watching from the bow of the Discovery as hundreds of tons of ice tumble into the water. You will visit several glaciers on your trip, each of them uniquely breathtaking. The Discovery offers a few trips each season that have a special emphasis. Choose a photo voyage guided by professional photographers and naturalists. Join us for a whale watching cruise as we spend extra time watching humpbacks and orcas. More active guests can challenge themselves on a hiking and kayaking trip as we explore deeper into the woods and waterways of the Sound. Or come aboard for our spring birding and photography tour in May. In addition to an extended 8-day cruise on the Discovery, we will join local birding experts in the fishing village of Cordova for 3 spectacular days around the Cabo River Delta during the local Shorebird Festival. Located at the eastern edge of the Sound, the Cordova area is a stopover for millions of shorebirds on their northern migration. Prince William Sound is a special place in Alaska, filled with wonders only accessible by small boat. Let the Discovery crew be your guides on the adventure of a lifetime. We guarantee you comfort, good food, safety, and an abundance of wonderful things to do and see. Please feel free to call or email us for more information on any of these voyages, or to set up an exclusive charter tailored to your needs and interests. Thank you for watching, and we hope to meet you in person in beautiful Prince William Sound.